Hey, you're looking very smart.
Thank you. Big day.
Gonna be made managing director.
Next week. I'm meeting some new clients today. I want to make a good impression.
Oh, hey, I wish I had the vital spark.
What spark?
Ambition.
Can be a hard taskmaster.
Yeah, well, as my old school teacher used to say, you've either got it or you haven't.
Are you sure you haven't got it?
Well, not yet, anyway. I think I'm waiting for it to strike. Hey, Heather, if you're going to read car magazines, you'll have to think about getting a more serious motor.
Wait and see. Anyway, you're a fine one to talk.
That's a thoroughbred.
Oh, yeah?
I'll see ya.
Bye. Morning.
Hey, we're all bright and early this morning.
Yeah.
Well, early anyway.
I had to get up to see Gary after school.
Oh, Marie not well?
Marie's not here.
Oh?
No, she had to leave the house at 6:30 this morning.
Well, go on, then.
What?
Well, tell me where she's gone. How can I be the eyes and ears of the close if I don't know where people have gone?
Where do you think?
Oh, the prison.
Yeah, she's got a special visiting order so she can tell George how little George is. I wish she didn't have to go. It always upsets her.
Yeah, well, not very nice places, prisons.
She looks forward to it all the month, goes all that way, and then she only gets to see him for a bit.
Well, she'd feel worse if she didn't go, though.
I suppose so. These don't help.
Why not?
Well, if they're the same as yesterday, there'll be those awful letters from people telling her what a bad mother she is.
Hate mail?
Ever since they did that article in the paper about little George's accident. That Rick Sexton's got a lot to answer for, if you ask me.
Yeah, those self-righteous bigots. Well, will you show them to her?
Well, I don't know what they are for certain, do I? Oh, I just wish it was all over.
Well, it will be soon, though, won't it? George will be home soon.
Yeah, he'll be out soon.
Not long to wait, then, eh?
Happy birthday, Damon. Give us a minute, will you?
Karen? Mr. Jackson?
Yeah,
Have a seat.
thanks. Where's George?
Well, you're a bit earlier than expected. You know what prison routine's like.
Well, I caught the earlier train. I want to get back to go to the hospital, you know, to see little George.
Ah, yes, your son. How is he, Mr. Jackson?
All right. They say the eye's going to be all right. Well, that's why I want to see George, to tell him, because he'll have been that worried.
Yes, he has been worried.
Did you want to see me about him coming out?
No, really, Mr. Jackson, that's not why I asked you to come here. I wonder, could you help me?
Help you?
Yes, give me some insight into your husband. He's very fond of his children, isn't he?
Of course he is. He's a very loving man, is George. Why do you want to know?
So I suppose he'd have been very worried about your son.
Oh, yeah, he would. He worships them lads. It's not right that he was taken away from them.
Did he know which hospital your son was in?
Well, I said. Well, anyway, he'd know it'd be the eye hospital.
Oh, yes, of course. He'd want to see the boy, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would. But he told me never to bring them here. He didn't want them to see him in a place like this.
Don't upset yourself, Mrs. Jackson.
It's easy for you to say, isn't it? Don't upset yourself. I can't help it. Little George in hospital. Me bringing the kids up on my own. Oh, it's easy for you lot to say. He must take his punishment. He never did anything.
This isn't helping, Mr. Jackson. I'll see if I can find out. I'll get my secretary to make you a cup of coffee. You'd like a cup of coffee, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Right, you sit there.
They will let me see George, won't they?
I'll be as quick as I can.
Malcolm Pollock. P-O-L-L-O-C-K.
That's right.
And he's their FD.
I wish you luck.
Well, we need it. Well, you won't, but Heather might.
Why?
One of them?
That's right.
What?
This little piggy.
Ah. Oh, well, once he's seen you.
Ah, it's not as easy as that.
With people like that, it's I know what I think. Don't confuse me with facts.
Oh, I'm sure you'll cope with him once he realises that you're the team leader. It is quite an important account, you know. Tom Curzon has built the business up himself, and he's keen for everything to go well when it goes public. It is a critical moment for a company of this size.
Yes, I know.
Turns the chairman into an instant millionaire.
If all goes well.
Take particular care with the stock check, because you know they've just launched a new product recently, which they're pushing hard. So there'll be a considerable throughput of stock at the moment.
Right. Oh, nice.
Very nice.
Oh, moving up market, Heather?
Well, now I'm team leader.
You deserve it. You work hard enough.
Yes, I think at last I'm ready to have a grown-up car.
Oh, well, never expected this. Oh, Barry's remembered, see?
That's nice.
And he's written to a girl. All well, hope you are too. I suppose that's his idea of a letter.
It's as near as we'll ever get. As long as he's all right.
Mom? What day is Father Daly in for confession?
Saturday afternoon. Well, what do you want to know for?
Well, it's Lent, innit?
Yeah, it is, but I didn't think you'd noticed.
Well, all those years of making us go to church haven't been wasted.
Why Father Daly?
Why not?
Because he's got a reputation for being soft. So what have you been up to?
What have I been getting up to?
Oh, you didn't rob them bin liners, did you?
Of course I didn't. What'd you take me for? I'm not all Barry, you know.
All right. Oh, sorry. Love, if you've done something you've got to confess to, why don't you tell me?
I thought it was supposed to be confidential.
I know, but it might be something I could help you with.
No, it's nothing. Just thoughts.
Oh.
You know, being out of work. Envy.
I see.
Only now I'm 17, I've got to take these things more seriously, haven't I?
I'll get someone to show you around. It's all a bit specialised. Do you know anything about electronics?
Well, I hope I'm... Oh, enough for our purposes, Mr. Pollock.
I'd like to make a start on the review as soon as possible.
I think you'll find things straightforward enough in that direction. Get Harrison in here, will you? Oh, and tell him I want him today, not tomorrow.
If you could let us have copies of the published accounts for the past 5 years, that should give us a good start. Let us see how the company has expanded over a period of time.
There are no problems there. I've pulled this company up by its bootstraps over the last few years.
Oh, really? I was told it was Tom Curzon who'd actually built the company up.
Tom started it, true enough, and he still does a fair amount. Oh, he's full of ideas and has a good feel for shop floor politics, but it's all very much seat-of-the-pants stuff.
Still, he hasn't done too badly so far, has he?
No. And that's all very well and good in a company of this size, but not for growth. And it's no good having good products when you don't have sound financial control.
Indeed it isn't, Mr. Pollock. Otherwise, people like you and me would be out of a job.
You wanted me?
Yes. Miss Havisham appears to be in something of a hurry.
Oh.
I'm Miss Havisham, Heather Havisham, Hamilton Devereux.
Oh, you've come to do the review for the flotation prospectus.
Yes, that's right. This is my assistant, Greg McAdam.
Hello. Harrison is one of my accountants.
Mike Harrison.
He will show you all you need to know. Any problems, you know where I am.
Oh, just as long as you point us in the direction of the right information, I'm sure we'll find our way.
George?
I'm afraid not, Mrs. Jackson.
Why not? Where is he? What have you done with him? Look, I've got to see him. I've got a right. I've got a permit.
It's not that, Mrs. Jackson. It's not that we won't let you see him. We're not preventing you. The fact is, we don't know where he is.
What do you mean you don't know where he is?
I'm sorry I kept you waiting earlier. We were doing a check, hoping to find he concealed himself on the premises, but he's not to be found. It's thought he must have gone over the wall on the seaward side.
What do you mean he's escaped?
Absconded, yes. I'm afraid it very much looks like it, Mrs. Jackson.
Though things may fall apart and it's raining in my heart, I'll never know the reason why. I just can't say goodbye.
Very good.
Yeah. Don't know if the colour will go with your leotard.
Ta. I just needed to keep the hair out my eyes.
Nothing worse than being in your eyes when you're trying to dance. What kind of dancing is it?
Modern jazz.
Very nice. Come with you if I hadn't been on my feet all day.
Well, I haven't done a lot before. I just felt I could do the exercise.
Oh, well, enjoy yourself anyway.
Sure.
She will. You're not still like that. Is that same song?
You know, Sam, there's this phrase been running through my head all day. I think it sounds a bit better. Do you want to hear it?
I think I can wait to hear Johnny sing it. Anyway, I thought you'd finished it and sent it to him.
A work of art is never finished, Sandra. Just abandoned.
Is that what it is, a work of art?
You know, this is a great opportunity for me. Johnny Dunbar's on his way up. So if it goes well tomorrow night, who knows where it might lead.
Paddy goes to Hollywood?
Well, maybe not Hollywood.
But out of hospital portering, eh?
Well, I've never been a man to give up opportunities, have I?
Well, Kate and me better go on our glad rags tomorrow night then, eh?
Hey, just clothes will do. By the way, did I tell you I've invited Lisa along as well?
Oh, getting serious, is it?
I didn't say serious, did I? I just thought she might enjoy a night out.
And you'll enjoy a senior moment of glory, eh?
Yeah, and that too.
Be Patrick and his harem then, won't it? Lucky Patrick. 3 women and top of the charts all in the one night.
Ooh.
Well, there's one thing. You can hardly introduce time and motion into accountancy. You can hardly predict or standardise man's fallibility in writing out the books, or his ingenuity to fiddle.
My father says auditing instructions used to begin, add payroll. If in error, add it again.
You seem to be getting on very well together.
Yes.
Is it a private joke, or can anybody join in?
It was just a joke my father used to tell.
Yeah.
About having to keep on adding the same thing up.
Yeah. Harrison telling you all you need to know?
Yes, he's very helpful.
Of course, a firm like this, built up by one man, has its own way of doing things.
Oh, I think we all have. Human beings love variations on a theme.
Go on, you can get that stuff put away. I presume you've finished for the day?
Yes.
I'll give you a hand, Michael.
Right. If you wanted me to fill you in a little more on the background, we could always do it over a drink. It's well past opening time.
It could be very helpful. Greg, I'm sure, would find that particularly useful.
I wasn't actually thinking of Greg.
Ah.
Well,
Afraid I'm busy tonight, Mr. Pollock.
I see, but Greg could. And if Greg would. No doubt I'll see you tomorrow.
No doubt.
Whose idea was this, then?
What?
The oldie-worldy decorations.
Committee.
He tried to do that at my branch down south, but we wouldn't have it. Modernisation, they call it.
Why?
Can't say I agree. What's the matter with the old ways? That's what I want to know.
I think it's very nice. Have you been a member here long?
We didn't bother shifting our membership. Too busy to go clubbing. We've moved twice in the last 2 years, you know. It's a lot of work moving.
Do you live round here?
Not so far.
As I was saying to Edna, you've got to get out down again, haven't you? Especially when you've got a lodger.
Ralph's not a lodger.
What do you call him? A paying guest?
He's a friend who's staying with us. His wife had died. Are you married?
Yeah.
Does your wife come in here?
No.
Oh.
Let anybody join these places nowadays. You are me.
Burma.
I was with Monty in the desert.
I was in a prison camp for 2 years, building the railway.
Puts you off going abroad, doesn't it? An experience like that.
Only weighed 5 stone when I came back. Yeah, twin believed me out.
Lest we forget. I was a standard bearer down at my old ranch.
Oh, were you?
Well, that was one of the reasons which made me wonder should I move. Not knowing how you were fixed up here for standard bearers.
You'd have to know a member of the committee.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, I'm on the committee.
You having one?
Hi, Mum. Have we disturbed you, Mrs. Grant?
No, I was waiting for you. Must have dropped off.
He says his dad's going to teach him how to drive now he's 17. Is he?
I don't know, you'll have to ask him. He's ever here to ask.
18, Eddie, Mum.
David, put that down.
Oh, I'm starving. My stomach thinks my throat's been cut.
Yeah, well, we're not starting till everybody's here. Till your father's here.
Where is he, Mrs. Grant? Working late?
Don't ask me, love. Nobody tells me anything these days. And there's no need for you to look so funny about it either. You're as bad as your father.
Me? What have I done?
Well, I don't know, love. I thought you were going to confess that to Father Daly.
Oh, what are you going to confession for?
If you can find that out, love, you're doing better than I am. All right, I'm coming. Here's another one. Scat.
So, what are you going to confession for? Oh, it's just me mum making me do my Easter duties.
Hey, what you been up to, Damon? Hey, it's not that Mrs. Bancroft, is it?
No, why should it be?
You didn't. Hey, Damon, she didn't.
Look, just shut up, will you, and keep that out of it.
Oh, go on, tell us what happened.
Nothing.
Oh, come on, tell us what happened.
Nothing. Well, nothing I'm going to tell you about, anyway. This is great, this, isn't it? 3rd degree and no tea. Fine birthday this is turning out to be.
Hey, that rhymes.
What do you think you're doing?
Ruled, you made me jump.
I'll do more than make you jump. What do you think you're playing at?
Well, you see, you've got to get 3 cherries in a row, or 3 plums, or...
You don't have to explain it to me, love. I know how the machines work. I'm just wondering what you're doing wasting my money on them. I thought you'd given up gambling.
Well, it's only a bit of fun.
It's still gambling.
Not real gambling.
As good as. I've watched them on the telly from Las Vegas. You can get hooked on these things.
Well, what am I supposed to do? Sit twiddling my thumbs while you and that chap talk about the good old days? It's not even as though he brought his wife with him.
Bingo. You like playing bingo, don't you?
What?
Well, there's a game going on in the next room here. I'll sub you.
Oh, Harold, that's lovely. But I thought you didn't like me playing bingo.
I don't like you playing bingo at home with the other fella, Ralph. But if you play bingo here, I can keep my eye on you and see how much money you're spending.
Well, who are you, then? Security? I thought that was the switchboard's number. Gone home? I thought there was a meeting. When was it cancelled, though? Oh, no, it doesn't matter, love. It doesn't matter at all, no. No, I'll catch him when he gets home. All right, thanks, love.
Hey, you've really got the knack, haven't you?
Hey, hi, magic.
Damon the champ.
Shh, You wake the baby up again.
Hey, it's not funny, you know. I don't want her yelling her head off all the way through tea.
Yeah, well, seeing as how it is a special occasion, Mum, do you think there's any chance of starting?
No, I've told you, I'm waiting for your father to come home.
Oh, but Mum, we wanted to go out after.
How long will Mr. Grant be, Mrs. Grant?
Don't ask me, love. I'm just his wife. How should I know?
He said he had a meeting.
He did, didn't he? But there's no telling where he really is.
Oh, Mum, he often has to work late.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Too often these days.
Well, we don't mind waiting for our tea, Mum.
Oh, what does it matter? Come on. Let's get started. Try and do things nice and it all goes wrong.
I'm not really hungry, Mum. I just thought I was.
It's all right, love. Come on, let's get cracking while Madam up there's being quiet, eh? It's you?
Why? Who are you waiting for? I had the Christmas orders at the milkman.
Oh, thank goodness you're here, Dad. Can we have our tea now?
First things first. Have a deck with this, lad. Sorry I'm late, Shay. Been to pick this up. I've been on the phone all week trying to get one the same as that was pinched. Had to go all the way to Manchester for this. Where did you think I was?
Hi.
Hello, Michelle.
Been working late?
No, I've just come out for a meal with Greg, my assistant.
Oh, why?
Oh, no, nothing like that. It's a lot easier than cooking after a hard day's work.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah, that's all.
Oh, hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I just brought your headband back.
Oh, did you have a good time?
That was great.
Keep you fit a bit, eh?
Talking of fit, you should have seen the teacher.
Must have been a man teacher then.
Certainly was.
Bit of a hunk, was he?
Oh, you should have seen him in his Leotard.
Oh, man in tights, don't tell me.
Well, I'll be back next week. Nothing's going to keep me away.
Well, you better not let Terry know then, eh?
Try.
Cheerio.
Here we are. 10p each.
Oh, you'd never get me buying them. Don't believe in them.
Why not?
I never win.
Well, you won't if you don't buy any.
Besides, it's gambling.
But these are for club funds.
Still gambling.
The committee have to sell them. We like people to support our funds, especially new members.
Oh, well, if it's to support the club. Here, give us 5.
10.
10.
And them as do win, they generally put that in the funds too.
Harold, you'll never guess.
What?
Look, it's my lucky night. I've won. That should stop you grumbling, Harold Cross.